How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today, Tim's over here and we are gonna get to work on the H22 turbo build. So finally, got the engine back, got it on the engine stand, and we're gonna get started on this thing. So today, I don't know what the plan really is. We're just gonna start going hard on this thing. At the very least, we're gonna get the head put on and kind of see where we get. But yeah, we're gonna have a good look at it. This is exactly how I got it back from the shop and see what's going on. So let's get into this. There we go. All right, so Tim is working on installing the crank pulley so that we can turn the engine over a little bit. So we can get to the other cylinder walls, but I'll kind of walk through what we got going on here. So this is my H22 A1 out of a 94 Prelude SRV, and it has been fully built to take boost. So these are Mahle Gold low compression pistons. Connecting rods, we have Manley H-beam forged rods. What else? King Racing bearings all throughout. This thing's been fully rebuilt. So I had Lambda Motorsport do the short block for me, and now we're working on installing the head so that we can get that fully assembled. And yeah, that's basically what we got going on. I mean, this thing is going to be built to take, I only want to push about 300 horsepower, which is about 9 pounds of boost.
It's going to be very, very safe.
It should be very, very reliable. But yeah, we're gonna get to work on getting this all cleaned up and get it prepped for putting the head gasket on. We're gonna get the head on there. I got my ARP head studs sitting over here. So we're gonna get these installed, get them torqued down, and I think that's a really good start. I'm very excited that we're finally able to get to work on this thing because I think it was at the shop getting rebuilt for about 1.5 years. Due to back orders and lack of parts and stuff like that. So other problems came up and we had to like end up shipping the block away to a different province to get machine work done. So it's finally happening, guys. Let's do it.
All right, now if those are at the top, we can clean those pistons and then clean these cylinder walls.
All right, so Tim's working away over there cleaning up the head studs before assembly.
ARP.
And I am lubricating and turning them in.
We need to put the dowel pins in first. Actually, you have to remove that, Matt, because we have to put a dowel pin in there.
Well, don't tell the folks at home that.
Sorry.
Can't I just put the dowel pin over top of this?
I have to hammer it in, though.
Okay. All right, so lessons were learned. The dowel actually fits right over top. So I did not have to unscrew the whole thing.
Forgive me, Matt. I come from a Nissan world. On the SR20, you have to hammer these in, so.
Well, this is going pretty smooth so far. I got no complaints.
Oh, so these on the SR20, they have a slit here. And as you put them in, that, you know, it compresses a little bit. So these don't, they just...
See, Honda was thinking they don't want to make your life too complicated.
I don't know. But they got all that play. Nissan's got no play.
All right, guys, so head studs are in the block, hand tight. Everything's lubricated. We got lubricant on the threads as well. And I believe we cleaned this, right? Or do we have to clean that stuff? All right, so we got to clean this part. Head gasket is sitting pretty here. It's nice and clean, ready to go. So we are about ready.
Jeez, guy. This guy.
So we are about ready to install the head gasket on here, and then we'll throw the head on. We got our torque sequence right here. Came with the head gasket, so that's nice. So we know the sequence. Torque spec is on the ARP instructions, I believe. Yep. So tighten to 30 foot-pounds, then 60, then to 90. So pretty straightforward. We're making good progress here. Doing it right. So I'm pretty stoked.
Goats. Just having a hard time getting past those little pins. Looks good to me.
That's on. All right, so we got the head sitting upright right now. We're gonna do a quick clean of this side, although it looks spotless already, but we're just gonna cover all our bases. Get this side clean. Pop it on here. Oh, guys, we're making progress.
Yeah.
This is good. Quite well.
Oh, we're not all the way down. We have to go over these
Little dowels.
bing dang dowels.
All right, guys, so this is gonna be take 2. We took the dowel pins out of the block and now we put them in the head instead. They fit a lot tighter in the head than they do in the block. So I think we're gonna have a bit more success doing it this way. We were able to get the head in position, but it didn't want to go completely down on those dowels. So we're gonna try it this way, see if we have a bit more luck and see how it goes. Now we gotta line it up with the gasket too.
It should be pretty normal. Oh yeah, it was having a hard time going on before, wasn't it?
Okay, take 3. We've now put the dowels in the head and the gasket on the head.
Let's, yeah, we're quite tilted. Here we go. Oh yeah, baby. Here we go.
Decent. Okay, that's what we wanted.
We're down. That went on pretty smoothly.
That was good.
All right.
Hugs, eh?
Yeah.
Are you recording me?
Nope.
All right, guys. Well, we're gonna skip ahead about a week now. So last thing we did was torque the head down and got that all finished up. So I had to try and figure out what I was going to do next. So I wanted to for sure get like timing components and stuff like that finished. But the weather has started to turn around. So I do want to get this engine painted, and that has to happen before it gets too cold out, because as soon as the snow hits, it's going to be too cold and the paint's not going to cure properly. So this is where we're at right now. So the engine is about the same way you last saw it, with the head torqued down. I've done nothing else to it except I found my old oil pan and I slapped that on there for now. I do have an oil pan coming on order, so I will show you guys once that arrives. But this will do just fine for when we're painting. I got everything masked off, and then I went over the entire engine and head with a wire brush. I got all the loose crap off of it, and it is pretty clean right now. So I went over it with a rag and water to clean everything off, and then I went over it with a degreaser. I spent so many hours on this, guys, and I'm trying to give this paint the best possible chance to stick. So today I'm going to be using the Duplicolor engine enamel. So I got primer and gloss black. So I'm going to be spraying that today. I've got the CRX tarped, and I got a car cover over Frankenstein so we don't get any overspray. I'm going to open the garage door a crack. I'll probably open up one of the windows in here to get some ventilation. Maybe get the ceiling fan going, and then we're going to get spraying. All right, guys, primer is finished. So I started off with 2 light coats, waiting about 10 minutes in between each coat. And then I finished with a medium wet coat, and it's been about a half hour now. So I'm about ready to start laying the black down. So I think I got pretty even coverage, as good as I could get anyway. It's pretty tough to get in all these little crevices here, but I did the best I could. I might have to hit some of that with a paintbrush afterwards with the black if I can't get it with the spray. But overall, I think it's looking pretty even. I'm pretty happy with it. All right, guys, well, the block is painted fully. I had to hit a few spots with a paintbrush, like in here and down here, kind of in these little holes here where the spray didn't quite reach. So what I did is I just sprayed some of the paint into a cap. I used a paintbrush and got those spots, so everything has pretty even coverage on it. It's been sitting overnight. It hasn't quite been 24 hours yet. But I want to start unmasking this thing. It feels pretty dry to the touch now. I think it said it can be handled in about an hour, so it's more than enough time. I'm going to start unmasking. I'm really anxious to see what this is going to look like. All right, guys, so I think this is where I'm gonna leave the unmasking for right now, because I don't want anything getting inside the engine. So I'm gonna leave this covered, same as the other side. Basically anything that has like access inside the engine, I want to leave that sealed. I just don't want any junk getting inside the engine, so I'm gonna leave all this kind of sealed up until I'm ready to install the part that goes there. So on the front side, I did have to remove the masking here, so there is some access inside. So I think the next step is going to be getting the timing components installed. I do want to get the cams and the valve cover on yet, but the valve cover is not ready at this moment, so I'm going to leave that where it is. But I can probably get some of these components installed down here. All right, guys, well, that's about going to wrap up the video for today. I think we made a lot of progress on the H22, a lot of work to do still, but this is definitely a step in the right direction. Super stoked that we're finally getting back to work on it. So we can work on it all through the winter, make some good progress on it, and hopefully we can have this thing running by spring. But yeah, guys, if you like the video, definitely give it a thumbs up. Drop me a comment below, let me know what you think. If you have any advice for me, let me know, and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We got lots of content coming on this and lots of other Honda stuff. So stay tuned, and we'll see you next time.